Looks like a couple units moving out here, and Zealots guarding the top of their ramp. So I definitely want to give the Zerg player props for getting that expansion down and holding it. This should work out well for him moving forward here, but the Protoss player does have some good tech coming on. He's also building a Twilight Council and observers. Also, we have a Roach now harassing the front of that, harassing the ramp there, getting chased off. Now 2 Roaches. Roaches are very effective against Zealots, but the Zealots seem to be looking for a little bit of a surround there, not quite getting it. The Roaches managed to take out a single Zealot. These Roaches are really annoying to fight if you're a Protoss until you get one of their counters, like Immortals, for instance, or a sufficient number of Stalkers. Really, Immortals eat these guys for breakfast, but they're harder to get quickly. Your early game Zealots have a real hard time fighting against Roaches, though, as you can see here. And so definitely, well, okay, at the end of the day, though, it looks like these Zealots are going to take the field, only losing 2 to take out those Zerg forces. I feel like that the micro was going on really well for davie there, but then he kind of gave up or something. Maybe he got distracted. Oops, sorry if there's a little bit of a delay there in the video. So continuing to macro Zealots, he seems like he built a robotics facility just to get a couple observers out, which he now has, and is floated out over here just to check out what's going on. I'm going to change the point of view to just the Protoss camera here, so we can see how he's keeping an eye on davie's base. Going to check for tech, probably. Going back to everyone's camera. So we have charge being upgraded for these Zealots. We have a robotics bay coming in. That will lead to Colossi, to the tech necessary to build Colossi from the robotics facility. And just more Zealot spam from Tyler. That surprises me, given that Roach tech is up. I would have thought that, you know, sufficient number of Roaches could counter, but we've really just got, you know, we've got teching, we've got metabolic boost being researched to make Zerglings faster, we've got Spire going up, and just a lot of economy being pumped by the Zerg here. We can see, so again, Tyler, so they're kind of similar on Crystal, but the Zerg's got a lot better access to gas right now. And they're both mining a similar amount of Crystal. This, once again, is probably owing to the Zerg saturation, or the drone saturation we're seeing. Just, you know, the Zerg's got 2 expansions, kind of like you want to have 2 hatcheries regardless, but the number of drones on these lines is just not that much. The Protoss player, by comparison, wow, just look at how many probes there are again. And a previous commentary, I mentioned that the Protoss player in the Zerg vs Protoss matchup was just massively overloading his mineral field with drones, and we see that again here. So I wonder if this is, you know, you don't expand as Protoss, you just load up on drones and mine the crap out of your main expansion, your main base. In any case, we now have the first Colossus coming out, along with a bunch of Zealots who have charge upgraded. So this is a pretty fearsome force here. Oh no, but we have Mudalisk tech coming in for davie, and that's going to be a problem because none of these units shoot air at all. It looks like this base is completely undefended against aerial assault, and now these Mudalisks are going to start picking off drones or probes in the mineral line. Wow, how awful! He's got this nice army going on, very little to oppose it, except, well, he can't even shoot air at all. So it looks like he's going to, wow, just lose a bunch of probes to Mudalisks. That is disappointing, but here is the assault on the main base. That Colossus is doing a lot of area of effect damage against those Roaches. The Zealots seem like they're struggling to get into melee on that ramp, though, so that's not very efficient for them. But that Colossus is just gonna fry up all those Roaches. And now the Zealots are proceeding to pick away at this expansion, charging into the main. Love that charge ability. All the drones are running away. And so both players are crippling each other's economy. We've got Stalkers being made here by Tyler, and that's going to be effective to counter these Mudalisks, but they're going to come in now and attack Tyler's army in the field, which is defenseless against them. And one Colossus is going to go down. The second Colossus is being attacked now. This strikes me as really unfortunate to be throwing away these expensive units just because you have no anti-air. And more Mudalisks coming out now. It looks like these Zealots are going to try to push the lair, and there it goes down. Wow, so the Zealots have managed to take out both the expansion hatchery and the main lair, leaving davie with no primary bases. He does and he doesn't have sufficient resources to put up another one. It appears as though he's stuck. He cannot build another hatchery. So this is going to be all in with these Mutalisks against these Stalkers, and more Stalkers being produced from chrono-shifted, chrono-boosted gateways. But that is a lot of Mutalisks, and they are cleaning up the Stalkers pretty well here. Stalker anti-air just not cutting it, not taking out enough Mutalisks. And there goes the last Stalker down, and now just Mutalisks look like they're going to have the air against these probes, and they're going to take them out. We've got drones coming in for support. That is the extent of Davie's ground army right now, is several drones. And the Mutalisks look to take out the pylon powering the 2 gateways. Oh, what a mistake. Just a single pylon powering those 2 gateways. So if it goes down, then that's it. No more Stalkers are going to be produced from those gateways until a pylon goes up, and I do not think a pylon is going to go up for Tyler. I think he's pretty much GGing it here, and there is the GG. Wow. So we had a decisive attack on each opponent's base, but at the end of the day, if you've got Mutalisks and your opponent can't shoot air, that is a pretty big mistake. And Tyler there admitting that he did a bad job of not recognizing that Mutalisks were potentially coming out in this game and not getting anything that could shoot them. So that was a pretty good game. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and Volti signing out.